So yesterday was a whole dub because of the rain. It's the weather's still a little nasty now, but it's not currently raining. At PetSmart for this little one, because she has a vet appointment. So I'm gonna drop her off and run to Target real quick. She is kind of like excited. But yeah, drop her off, run to Target, and then come back when they call me. When she's done getting her shots and her nails clipped and ears cleaned. I'm tired. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm tired. But that's my fault. Because once again, just out in the streets. Out in the streets. But yeah, I leave today. I'm excited, but I packed, but I left one of my bags. I realized it. I left one of my bags on the truck. So I have to go back to my truck and grab that before I go, because I can't leave that bag. What's the matter? Oh, and she lost a tooth this morning. I gave her a treat, and I looked back in the seat, and one of her little baby teeth was sitting on the seat. Like, she just spit it out. So, yeah. Bella, you okay? So, yeah. Little mama is ready to go inside because she see the other dogs walking in. So, we about to just go ahead and walk in. I think I'm done with Hennessy for the moment. But, yeah.
What's up? It's your girl, the Travelling Southern Belle, and yes, I am driving and vlogging, but it's all good because I'm being safe about it. I'm actually headed to the airport. Like, y'all, when I tell y'all I'm running so behind, it's absolutely ridiculous how behind I am. But I just don't even know where to start. Like, I got a new mount, a new window mount, but because I'm like in a rush trying to get to the airport to check in, it wouldn't let me check in in the app, and it's because it's an international flight and they need to make sure that I either have a vaccine or I've taken a COVID test. So they're only doing check-ins at the airport. Normally I have TSA pre-check. I don't know if I have it because I'm checking in at the airport. I don't know, but I do know that I am flying first class. Well, actually, because of the length of the flight, it's a Delta 1 seat, so I have like the little cubicle. Like when I went to Vegas, I had like this, I still was able to lay flat or whatever. I really didn't lay flat, and it was a first class seat, but this is a Delta 1 class, so I'm actually like, it'll turn into a bed, and it's like the little cubicle space area or whatever. I only have first class going to Spain. Originally the flight that I booked, I don't like layovers, and because I had booked it so far in advance, they ended up changing my itinerary to where it was they changed my itinerary for my return flight to have a layover in New York. I refused to have a layover, and I refused to have a layover in New York. So I waited. I called them, and I was like, hey, like, I absolutely cannot do a layover coming back. Like, I purposely booked non-stop direct flights. That was redundant, I know, but this is me getting my point across. I purposely booked a non-stop flight for going and returning. Do y'all have anything that is available? And so the person looked, and they didn't have any return flights to Atlanta that were non-stop. So I was like, okay, forget it. I'll just keep what I have, and I'll wait, because you know, as it starts to get closer to your trip, they start to add more flights. So like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I called again, and I was like, hey, like I started seeing that I was able to change my flight. So I called them. I was like, hey, you guys changed my itinerary, and I really need a non-stop flight, and I'm flexible. Like I wanted to add days to my trip anyways, because it was just going to be 7 days, I think, originally. I think I had planned it for 6 days, the 17th through the 24th, 25th, one of them. So they were able to accommodate the change, but first class returning was sold out, and I don't book nothing less. I don't book anything less than Delta Comfort. So I told them to just go ahead and give me a Delta Comfort ticket or whatever. And so my return flight is Delta Comfort. I do have space. Like I'll still have the extra leg room as always. I'll still get my unlimited drinks, my food. But I just won't have that cubicle little thingy, and it won't turn into a bed, which I'm fine with that. Like it's okay. I'm gonna get my rest regardless. But my main thing was not having a layover. Like I am willing to trade off something just to not have to have a layover. I can't do it, especially with check bags. Like you'll end up having a bag loss. Like I've never had a bag loss with Delta. Now I have had like damage to my bags. They will reimburse you for that. I have had like something come up missing out of my bag. They reimburse me for that too. And that's why I use luggage locks. But yeah, so, and it's not saying that somebody took something out of my bag. Like the bag, when I picked it up from baggage claim, it was unzipped, so whatever was in there that I was missing probably could have slid out, because I used packing cubes and the whole cube was gone or whatever. So they reimbursed me for the stuff that was missing. But yeah, so I'm really finicky when it comes to traveling and how I travel and stuff like that. Just got a text message. But yeah, so as far as okay, so my flights, I have direct flights to and from Madrid. Now, when I get to Madrid, I'm only staying in Madrid for 1 day. I have a lot of clothes, because 10 days. I come back on the 28th. 10 days. I have a lot of clothes because first of all, it's supposed to be hot. I have a lot of bathing suits because I'm staying on the beach. I am taking another flight. Like I'm staying in Madrid 1 day, so I take off today at 6 p.m. and I land at 8:45 a.m. Then I will be spending time in Madrid, and then we're taking another flight to Mallorca, which is an island, one of the Balearic Islands. It's part of Spain in the Mediterranean Sea. I'm spending like from the 19th to the 24th. That don't sound right. Is it the 24th? Okay, so it's just 19th to the 23rd in Mallorca. And then from the 23rd to the 26th, y'all, I gotta look at the calendar, at my notes. I will post a picture of my notes. If I'm incorrect, just know that I'm going, and this is when we stand. I'll try to keep track of my accommodations, how I'm getting around, and all that. And then then I'm taking a ferry to Ibiza. Some people say Ibiza, but Ibiza. And we're staying there for 2 days. Then they are headed back. my best friend and his girl, they're headed back to Majorca because they're moving, or they're moving to Majorca, whatever, from Sweden to Majorca. Looking at my GPS. Okay, so yeah, they're headed back to Majorca. Now, I have it set up in my notes to where I can catch a flight from Ibiza to Barcelona, and then spend the day in Barcelona and catch a fast train, or one of the speed trains, the Renfe. That's like 2.5 hours, 3-hour train ride, and head back to Madrid, and then catch my flight that next morning. So I'm really deciding on what I want to do. But what I could also do is just fly back to Madrid early that morning, get like an Airbnb or a hotel room, and then just like take the train to Barcelona. That way I'm not continuously lugging my luggage around, which I don't mind because it's like 2 rolling suitcases, a shoulder bag, and a backpack. My backpack is holding all of my camera equipment. Like, y'all, I have more camera equipment, which I need to hook my mic up. I have a new mic or whatever. Why did it keep me on? Oh, because I was on 675. Okay, I was just trying to figure out why I wasn't still on 75 north when I was never on 75 north. I was on 675. So I got to go back around, or I can just take the loop to get to the international terminal. And thankfully, traffic is really light. It's only, what time is it? 10 minutes. I'll be there in 2:24. Okay, so it's 2:14 right now. Okay, y'all, I haven't even eaten anything yet. Like, I haven't eaten. I've just been going non-stop. I got up this morning at like 6 o'clock. No lie. Doing laundry. Because I had a lot of clothes to wash. It's been a while since I've been home. I'm telling y'all. What else? Oh, and Bella's vet appointment, because I had to reschedule it from yesterday to this morning because the dang on rain was horrible, and it was just no way for me to make it from where I live to where our appointment was, with how traffic was set up. Like, rain. Good thing about it, it's not going to be raining in Spain. It's going to be really warm, so I'm going to spend a lot of time out on the beach. I have like plenty of bathing suits that I'm going to enjoy. But yeah, and I kind of like did a small, like, some type of maintenance to my hair. I'm not going to say I twisted it, because all of them are not twisted, but everything's a little neater. This will be the one and only time that I do this, so I guess I can't say that I'm freeforming anymore. It'll be semi-freeforming until it's just, I'm able to go back to say, yeah, I'm freeforming. But yeah, and I was originally supposed to be picking my best friend up, but he's gonna meet me at the airport, which worked out perfectly because more time to pack and get my stuff together and get Bella to the sitter. Now, once I get to the airport, I'm gonna have to order a few supplies for her, because I absolutely did not think to grab any of this stuff while she was at the vet, and the pet store is like right there. I'm telling you, my head is all over the place, like ridiculously. But yeah, so I'm just trying to get to the airport to check in. And I really want to eat. Like, I'm hungry and my body is feeling it. Like, the last 2 nights I spent being up late and enjoying Hennessy. I wasn't even doing nothing wrong. I was just up late enjoying some Hennessy. But yeah, I'll check back in with you guys once I make it up here to the airport, which is, it'll be in like 7 minutes. I'm just really excited, and I think the excitement really won't kick in until I actually get to the airport. Y'all, and my mom is in Vegas right now having the time of her life. It's the first time for her being in Vegas, and I am so ecstatic for her because I go every year. And she was like, oh my goodness, I can't wait to come back. Honey, it's just your first day, you ain't even left yet. But yeah. Oh, I normally drop my car off at my brother's house, but I just didn't have time. I was not gonna have time to wait on the lift to come and get me when I can easily just park at the airport. I know it's gonna be a little pricey, but at this point, like, I don't even care about that. I just know that when I come home, I'm gonna want to be able to get in my car and get the heck on. For real. And that return flight is like 9.5 hours. Like, I don't understand. If going there is like 8 hours and some change, why is the return flight 9 hours? Like, do we gotta go slow in some areas? Like, is the speed limit a little, you know, lower? Be a child. I'm out.